Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate Swan. If you're new here, I like to talk about luxury, handbags, shoes, accessories, all sorts of things like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to come and join our luxury family. I actually filmed this video before and I didn't like how it came out. I didn't like the lighting, my hair looked weird. So this is my second time filming it and I really hope that I don't forget anything, but I'm super excited about today's video. We are comparing the Birkin 25. Isn't she so cute? With the Birkin 30, which I still need to take out the bag. So I very recently purchased my Birkin 25, but I've been carrying it just about every day since I got it. So you know, I feel like I can talk on this topic a little bit now. I've had some experience with it. It's still new, but I've had quite a bit of time with this lovely Birkin 30 as well. One thing I will note is that this bag was in the bags that I'm selling video, and I actually sold it, and it is leaving me tomorrow. The reason that I sold it is because I wanted a slouchier Birkin. This is in Epsom leather, which is beautiful, it's lovely, it's durable, it's great, but I really like the look of a slouchy, like, you know, soft, casual looking Birkin, and this was just not that. And I love this bag very much. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Love the size. I think it's great. But I just wanted to kind of acknowledge the fact that it's leaving tomorrow, and I did get something to replace it, and it is a slouchy Birkin. So you know, keep an eye out for that. I'm very excited about it. Anyway, these are the two bags. This one, by the way, is in Swift leather. The color is blue sapphire and this color is graphite. Both of them have palladium hardware. Both of these sizes have some really, really good qualities and I love them both, but we're gonna get into all the details so that you can figure out which one's best for you. I mean, ideally like all of them, the 25, 30, 35, 40, I want all of them, honestly. But we'll talk about these two for now. I have some notes. One thing that I will mention too, just about the Birkin 25, is that at least I feel like this bag looks a lot smaller in person. I actually feel like both of these kind of look smaller in person, but especially this one. I've watched tons of videos on this bag, on the 25, and even when it got here, I was still shocked at how small it was. So I would definitely say keep that in mind. I think that even the 30 shows a little bit bigger on camera, and it feels a little bigger when I see it in videos, but it's still like a reasonable, you know, like a reasonably small size bag. Let's start with the Birkin 30 and see what we can fit inside of here, and then we'll see what we can fit in the Birkin 25. I think that that's the best way to give you an idea of size. That plus mod shots, which of course I'll be adding in as well. I might use the ones that I filmed from the first video, honestly. I think that those probably came out fine. It was just the rest of the video, I didn't like it. But anyway, let's go. I have a bunch of stuff here. Let's start with probably one of the most asked things, is if a MacBook Pro 13-inch can fit in here. And let's see, I might need to take out my bag insert that's in here. You probably do, yeah. And I'll show you the comparison between the two bag inserts as well. This is a Mai Tai bag insert. I really love Mai Tai bag inserts. I talked about it in my last video, or like 2 videos ago, and they're my favorite type of inserts. They're like somewhat reasonably priced. They're still a little bit expensive, but for the quality, I really, really love them, and they're not $500, so that's good too. All right, so as you can see, it does fit in here. It's heavy. It does fit in here okay. It's not like it's stretching the bag or anything. Like, these bags are very sturdy, so like it can handle having a laptop in it. You could also still fit, what's the best way to do this? You could also still fit quite a bit more in there. Like, it can stay right up against the back of here, and you can still fit a ton more into this bag with the laptop inside of there. So that's the laptop. I also have the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. I know it's 12.9 inches. So it's smaller than the MacBook by a little bit. Honestly, I think you could probably fit both of these in here at the same time. Yeah, you can. You could carry both if you needed to. I don't really know why you would need to. Maybe you do. I don't know. But they both fit in here. But probably would suggest at this point maybe like a Birkin 35 might be good for you, because it's kind of a lot of stuff. And it's heavy. Next up, I figured I'd show that it does fit this. I'm actually going to put this in here at the same time as just the laptop. So we'll go laptop, agenda. Can we get these in here? I don't think so. They like turn to the side. They have a case, but I don't know where it is. You could do it. It's not comfortable, but you could do all 3 of these. Like they'll all fit. If you had like a long day ahead of you, it's so heavy. And this is the like biggest bag that you had for that day and you really wanted to carry a Birkin, then you could go for it. Look at the singles about to come out the side. It's stuff. Like this is the max that it can fit. All right, let's take all this stuff out and see what fits into the 25. All right, I have my stuff in here right now actually. So I'll show you what I have in here already. It's so light without anything in it. It's super light and it's like nice and floppy too. So I have in here just a Louis Vuitton cosmetic case, the smaller of the two. I have some sunglasses. I have some lip glosses, like a lot of lip gloss, a Band-Aid, and my little Louis Vuitton card holder, which I usually tuck in the side like that. I also want to show you the difference between the two inserts, because that way it gives you a good idea of what can fit in each bag. So here's the two inserts next to each other. These are both Mai Tai inserts, by the way. So I feel like they're like built really similarly, so it's not like an issue there of like a difference coming from them being like different brands or anything like that. But I feel like you can really tell the difference between what they can hold based on the size of the inserts. All right, so we'll start fresh, nothing in the bag. I have, of course, like this is not gonna fit, but if you wanna see it like kind of compared in comparison to the MacBook Pro, that is that. This wouldn't fit either, maybe this way. It's not gonna like fit, but like, just so you can get an idea of size, but we'll put it in there. Ooh, wait a second. This looks stupid. Okay, well, it doesn't fit. We knew that wasn't gonna fit, so it's fine. Let's see if the agenda fits though. I've never tried this one. Not really, like it sticks out the top. Like if you were really had to take your agenda somewhere and like you didn't have anything else, which seems unlikely, you could do it, I guess, but maybe just go with a smaller agenda if you have one. Like if you have something smaller than this is pretty big. It can fit in here fine, but yeah, the big one, I think that's like the GM size. I don't know what size it is, honestly. Can we do some headphones? Also not really. They stick out the top, so there's that. They like a little stick out the top. Yeah, they stick out the top, so that doesn't really fit. But we have the iPad mini. And the iPad mini is perfect for this bag. If you're gonna put the iPad mini in here, maybe you're gonna still put your cosmetic pouch in here or some type of makeup pouch, you can do that. Card holder, phone, sunglasses. If you're just gonna put this type of stuff in here, that's perfect. This is absolutely perfect if you have like the iPad mini and you're just gonna take some things like that. This is a perfect fit. I actually really like it without the organizer in it. It's like nice and light. Feels like my stuff is just like rolling around in here though. So that is that. Okay, so now both bags are completely empty. One thing that I'm not gonna judge these two bags on today is like weight, because just to be honest, both of them are pretty light, especially this one's very light. But they're in two different leathers and I don't really feel like it's fair to compare the weight of them. Maybe if they were both like a heavier leather, like if they were both Clemence leather, then like maybe it'd be more fair because this one would actually be, you know, I feel like not substantially, but like it would actually make a difference as to how much heavier this one would be. This is an Epsom, so it's super light, and this one is in Swift. I totally forgot the name of it for a minute. This one is in Swift, so I feel like comparing them with two different leathers isn't really fair, but I will say that they're both very light. Like, if I have my eyes closed, could I tell which one is which? Yeah, this one's a little heavier, but like not by much, you know? Also, another thing that I really like to point out, hopefully it's focusing well. You see the hardware on the 30? Okay, now look at the hardware on the 25. The hardware on this bag is so tiny and cute. I think it's the same way with like I don't think that this hardware is really different from the 35, but I think it was a 40 and the hardware was on a Kelly and the hardware was like big. I think it was a 40. It's just so weird seeing the different sizes of hardware. Like look how tiny the turn lock is. It's so teeny tiny. Okay, so I put these bags into some categories. And I like picked a winner from each category. So I'm gonna go through those. Probably the most important thing, I guess, besides like how much stuff you can fit in each, is if you are okay with the handle drop. I would say that the biggest difference like between these two bags and the experience that you have carrying them is that this handle drop is super tiny and this one is comfortable. This one you can fit on the crook of your arm very easily. Could literally like go all the way up here. It's got tons of room, so you're good to go there. Your hand is like not gonna get stuck. it's fine. Like I have a watch on, I have I have a big watch on. I have the Apple Watch Ultra on, and that makes this a pain. So I try to make sure I keep my sleeve over it, because I'm usually wearing like a jacket or something at least that can cover it. And then I put it on my wrist. Like I can get it to the crook of my arm. I think I showed this in the unboxing video. Like I can get it to the crook of my arm, but like it's not comfortable. Like I don't know why I would want to do this to myself. Like that's, it always gets stuck. I don't know why I keep doing that to demonstrate, because it always gets stuck. But I usually carry it just like this, maybe a little bit further up my arm. And if you're okay with that, and the fact that when you go to like pay for something or take something out of your bag and try to get it off your wrist, if you're wearing a watch or bracelets or anything like that, you're gonna have to really like maneuver it over those. This hand, I have no bracelets or watch on, and it's still like not the easiest thing to do, but then at least you're not worried about like hitting your watch or your bracelets on the handles. Yeah, I would say that that is the number one downside of this bag, is that the handle drop is so tiny. I have like pretty big hands, and so like getting my hand through there, it's not the end of the world, but like it's not the easiest, you know, like it's a little bit challenging. This one is going to be super easy for like most people to get their arm through, and it's going to make things it's a lot easier to carry. All right, so that brings me to my first category, in which I kind of like chose a winner in, and that is going to be easy to carry. The 30 wins. The next category would be practicality. I'm going to say the 30 wins there as well. You can use this if you are going to dinner. It's not too huge to be a bag that you go to dinner with. If you're out running a bunch of errands, going to other places, and you actually need to carry things, like this is a great bag to take to dinner with you. I take it all the time. It's great because if you go shopping and you pick something up that's small, you can throw it in here. Like you can put, you have extra room for stuff. This bag, you don't. You need to know exactly what you're taking with you. You gotta have a plan. Like you are not gonna be able to put anything else in this bag. If you fill it with the essentials plus a little bit more, it's a wrap. You're gonna have a little bit of space, but you're not gonna have a lot, and you need to plan for that. So yeah, I would say if you're gonna be trying to be more practical, this one's a good one to go with. You can fit your laptop in there. That's like such a plus, at least to me. And then for versatility, I'm gonna give it to the Birkin 25, and that is for the specific reason that you could be using this bag to run errands. You could be using this bag for brunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all of them. This goes everywhere, and this can be dressed up, it can be dressed down. I feel like this does a really good job of going from like a day to a nighttime kind of bag because of the size, but also because of the style. Like it could be super casual or it can be a little more dressy. So I think it does a really good job of that. This one tends to be a bit more casual. I will say that the Epsom leather on this one, it kind of makes it look a little bit more dressy, at least to me, because it is sturdy and it is going to have that shape to it. On versatility, I feel like the 25 wins for that. And if I could only have one size of Birkin forever, I would have to go with the 30, and it's mostly because it can fit a laptop. I really like that. I like having the option to carry my laptop if I needed to. It's not the most comfortable thing to do. Like it's easier to have a backpack or something like that. But if you got to take it with you and you want to carry this, then take it. Like it can handle it. That's perfect. Like you got extra room for all your stuff. I would have to go with this if I could only ever like buy one size of bag moving forward. But which one's my favorite? This one's my favorite. This one's my favorite to carry. Like it's so cute. Especially because like the leather on this one is softer, and that's one thing that I like about it, but the size, it's adorable. Like I feel like when I have on, I always wear like athleisure type of clothing. I'm usually wearing all black. It always goes with what I have on, like because it's so tiny, and I feel like it's a real like athleisure kind of vibe. Like I feel like it looks younger. And it's not a thing where it's just because it's a mini little tiny bag, but I think it just looks so cute and see, I can't get my hand out of it. It is not the most practical size, but I absolutely love it. Not everything needs to be practical. This is one of those things, you're already buying a bag that's like stupid expensive. Like go with what you like and what you think is gonna be cute and what you think is gonna be functional. Like a combination of all those things. Like it does not have to be because it's the most practical bag in the world. It can be because you just like carrying it. So I say go with your gut on whichever one you're looking at. If you are going for your first bag, I would say that the 30 is probably the better option. I don't know. I love them both. I love both sizes. But I will say like the 25 is my favorite size now. But it's also new, so you have to keep that in mind, that I'm like a little bit probably biased toward this one because it is new and I've only had it for like 2 weeks now. So it's still like fresh and everything, and like I'm still in the honeymoon phase with this bag, and I've had it's been different Birkin 30s, but I've had a few different ones, and it's been over like the past like 3 years. So Like, I've had more experience with the 30s, and the 25 is newer to me, and so that plays a factor for sure. Also, super quick, just wanted to compare this to the Capucine's BB, because I feel like a lot of people have probably seen the Capucine's BB in person, or maybe you have one and you aren't able to like go to like a resale store or something like that to see the Birkin 25 in person. I feel like these are pretty comparable sizes. Obviously this is shaped more like a Kelly, but I feel like if you're just trying to judge for size, I feel like it's a pretty good like judge of what you can carry. And then this is the Capucines compared to the 30. I feel like this kind of puts it into like a good perspective too. Yeah, those are the two beautiful bags. Like I said, you really can't go wrong with either one. I think they're both amazing bags. They both also have very good resale value, so if you make a mistake and get the wrong one, you can sell it and get another one. So you're good. Don't worry. You can't, it's like you can't mess up here. You can't mess up. I really hope that that video was helpful. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you want to keep hanging out. I will also put my Instagram on the screen if you want to follow me over there. I tend to post a lot of Instagram stories and I'm pretty active there. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys!